Puppet emotion, but production.
Yeah. Okay.
Puppet emotion, but production.
Yeah. Okay.
Boys, do you see this video? What is it, Bugsy? Bark, look at this shit. Margaret's the one that freaking screwed up the relationship between her and Mordecai. I mean, with the whole CJ thing, it's like, CJ's a fucking keg bomb. Like, girls got red flags all over. Like, you could break up with her. You could probably, like, break up with her. But then, like, think about it. She could probably turn into a rain cloud and fucking electrocute you and you fucking done. You toast your grass. Maybe having a boyfriend was, like, a way of her just, Margaret having, like, a fake boyfriend dude just to kind of cushion the blow so CJ doesn't go fucking mental. And, like, Mordecai should have just said, you know, man, like, it ain't worth this. Like, he did, man. We ain't, like, when they did the spacewalk, they never freaking, he never wanted nothing after that. I mean, I don't blame him. Like, Jesus. When you fuck up so bad, right? You fuck up so bad, you don't want nobody after a while. I'm like, dude. You know, people say, like, people really be honestly saying that Mordecai, like, if they're saying that Margaret was bad because of all this, I'm like, motherfucker, were you watching the same shit we were watching? Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Mordecai usually either misreads the situation. Mordecai really either misreads the situation and thinks that, oh, okay, Margaret's with this chick, now I gotta try something desperate. Like, you know, like, Mordecai's a fucking 20-something. Yeah, like, this video makes, Mordecai sound like he ain't at fault. Like, he just deported his baby and Margaret was the horrible one. It's like, bro, no. Margaret may have done some things, but, like, it may have probably known about Mordecai's feelings, but probably not. I don't think she's a manipulator, dude. It's just, like, she wanted to live her own life after the whole, like, CJ thing. CJ almost killed her twice, so, like, does anyone in this room blame her? Bugsy? Nah, Rance. Manic? Nah, bro. Bark? Hell no, man. I would want to get it. If I was Margaret, I would want to get farther away from that crazy cloud bitch as physically possible. Holy shit. I'd rather watch Equius. I'd rather watch Equius and Zebra get down in a kismesis hate fuck that would make God and Satan just go, what the fuck? Dude, really? Really? Bark that ass? That ass? Not even kidding. Like, dude, I'd rather do that. Because that'd be better than just dealing with CJ for like 1 minute. Like, you fuck up once, she's ready to fucking just get you. And, like, think about it. After Mordecai, she's probably way more fucking hostile now. But, it's Margaret's fucking fault that Mordecai misreads situations, tries too hard to get with her, and does dumbass shit and almost killed Rigby. Oh, it's like, oh, so that's her fault. Like, there are things that she's guilty of, but at the same time, it's not just her, it's Mordecai as well. Don't fucking treat him like he's the poor innocent bystander in all this.
In this episode, she was
And if he really said something, and he broke, and he was like, did that speech at Muscle Man's fucking wedding, that could have waited until tomorrow. That could have waited until after the wedding. You know, why do we keep running into people who just ruin weddings like during? Man, I know Knuckles was heated because I was there when that happened. Shadow and Rouge talking about their shit and then like just ruined the whole thing. I was like, oh my god. That's the whole reason. Knuckles and Rouge, they work better as like agents to an extent, but like, bro, as like none of these motherfuckers can handle a social situation. That's why you're never gonna invite them to a party. That's why I'm never gonna invite the Super Head Talk version, the Super Head Talk Bro versions of them to a party. Regular Shadow Rouge, they can come anytime, man. But those other two, nah, fuck. I'll be like, oh, your fucking invitation got lost in the mail. Rouge probably, Super Head Talk Bro Rouge would be like, so you got us for our prime versions because they don't cause shit like y'all do. This one's constantly asking, does he want to get married to you? You say no, and then he tries harder, and then you crash out. Hell to the no. Y'all motherfuckers are here. I'd be like, y'all motherfuckers are hereby banned from any of my parties. And before a certain person with the initials DZB says anything about that, I have regular fucking parties, man. No Diddy parties. There's no Diddy in here. Just saying. But they are wild. But it's not legal. We just act like dumbasses. That's it.
DJ reigniting the love triangle and causing chaos, which was terrible, to be honest. This event was the sole.
But that's Margaret's fault. No. It's Mordecai for being wishy-washy, bro. You know CJ would fucking roast his ass on an open fire. What was that one thing you say, Bugsy, all the time? When you're doing the fake little Merry Christmas song? Your nuts roasting on an open fire? Yeah, that'd be freaking Mordecai. Your nuts roasting on an open fire. That's just him, like, really actually getting roasted. Didn't we roast him a few times? Our version? Hell yes. I remember we were all at the bar, and then when he fucking, like, broke things off with fucking CJ, he was like, guys, how did I fuck things up? I'm like, because you are a wishy... I'm like, I sat there, guys. And they were like, he's like, Bugsy, how could I screw things up? And I was like, dude. I was like, Mordecai, you aren't being clear about who you want to be with. You clearly bounced back from fucking Margaret. You bounced back from Margaret to fucking CJ to Margaret to CJ to Margaret to CJ to Margaret to CJ to Margaret to CJ. And then you expect to get what you want just because you're like you, man. And he was like, says the guy that literally has a harem. And I'm like, bitch, yeah, I have a harem. But unlike you, I can actually make them happy, and I can please. That's the thing about me. You, on the other hand, you blush or act weird or awkward whenever you see when you saw either one of them. Like, you didn't even, like, I'm not saying you have confidence, because, confidence can come, but you're, like, too wishy-washy with any of them. And then you expect, oh, they just like me. Bro, think about these things you be doing, but you never do. And then, what did you say, Rance? I said, okay, Bugsy, I said this. I said, listen. Mordecai, we're here at the Muscle Man's wedding, fucking partying it up after you ruined everything. That was supposed to be about him, not you, not your goddamn relationship problems, not the fact that you can't pick between two girls. I mean, you shouldn't pick C. And like, I really feel like you shouldn't pick CJ. She's fucking crazy. But hey, do what you want. We ain't controlling your life. But I sat there and was like, Mordecai, this is on you. Him, our Mordecai in our universe, we literally had like a fucking me and Mordecai fought with Mordecai. He's like, why you always flaunting it? I'm like, I'm not flaunting it, you fucking Blue Jay asshole. It's because you can't do what I do. You don't have the fucking experience. You don't even date around. So you can't learn. So you never learned anything, and then when you finally got somebody, you fucking fumbled it, man. Then when Margaret broke it off with you, what did you do? Hold her fucking sweater and try to give it to her so you can freaking get with her. I could have had a long distance relationship. That's one thing. That's another thing that Margaret. That's like one thing I could think with Margaret, because they could have had a long distance relationship, and Mordecai could have been into that campus, giving Margaret the goodness. But that didn't happen. Like, that's the one fault I could even pick on Margaret for. That's the one fault on Margaret I could actually just like get on because of that. But saying that Margaret is like the one person that is the fault of why this didn't work, come on, man. Either you huffing that either you're huffing massive amounts of copium because you love Margaret, or you're just not thinking. And trust me, that bat chick he got with, he way happier. And I was like, we were like, and we were at his wedding. We were like, yo, look at our little Blue Jay fuck up. He did it. CJ came by. Bugsy took her to the broom closet. Shut up! I didn't do anything. I didn't do no such thing. Bro. But come on, don't try to knock your fucking Fabio out, your Fabio allegations. Dude, I'm not Fabio. I'm just better than him though. I'll tell you that. No accent with me. Dude, you do have an accent. It's just you pushed it out of you when we were like 14 collectively. Yeah, you did have an accent. Yeah, like, dude, people went crazy for your accent, book. Like, you weren't really, like, with anybody, but every chick swooned whenever you were around. They said that was foreign, and they liked that shit. That didn't... Okay, maybe that did happen. Yeah, man, because who's there with you? All of us. No. Get Megalo over here. He can cooperate. Yeah, Bugsy did that. Overlord? Same thing? Yes, he was basically doing. That made the girls swoon. A lot of us were going through puberty, and Bugs had every girl going through puberty like it was a speed round.
Because she knew Mordecai was emotionally weak for her and used this weakness as bait. Her inability to commit turned her into a laughing stock, with fans criticizing her even more and more. Social media...
Okay, hold up. Hold up. Now let me take a look at this. This is some hold up. This is some fucking bullshit right here. Get my portrait on here. Ooh, this is kind of stupid. Like, I don't know what they were watching. And yeah, maybe Margaret does have an inability to commit, but at the same time, lads, it isn't really Margaret's fault solely. And it doesn't think that she's some sort of manipulator. Y'all really out here just going like, no, she's totally the bad guy in all of this. Mordecai fucked up too. You can't fucking just say, oh, Mordecai's the one. I think Mordecai's worse. Okay, this person's not even using the actual thing here. She consistently strung Mordecai along actively. Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't know, sort of, but like, some of the stuff you could chalk that up to Mordecai. Like, it's a little iffy if she was like really manipulating fucking Mordecai. Personally, I just think y'all just personally, and don't mind if we break the fourth wall for a minute. It's because of the writing. Like, y'all do know that, right? Be mad at the writers for that one, but don't be mad at Margaret. Like, I really just feel like Margaret really just didn't know what she wanted. She shouldn't have never went into a relationship with Mordecai if she knew that it was gonna end in the way it ended. Especially when she got accepted to that college she wanted to go to. They should have focused on that in the episode. Yeah, but hey, whatever. But let's get back into continuity, shall we? Anyways, I think one dude just said, I think Mordecai is worse for hijacking Muscle Man's wedding. I really think he is too. I don't think he publicly wanted to humiliate CJ, but I feel like he was not clear about who he was talking to. He probably was talking about CJ, but he couldn't say it. I'm just saying. Moy, you gotta not be wishy-washy. You gotta be clear. Like, what's that thing that Bloody always says? You gotta pull your nuts up and fucking just say what you gotta say. Don't be a little pussy about the person you actually like. Say it, and if you don't, that's on you. You fucked up.
Laughing stock, with fans criticizing her even more and more. Social media backlash grew. A 2023 Reddit thread asked, why didn't Mordecai end up with Margaret? Responses blamed her inconsistency, because Margaret was with someone else. Margaret sucks. CJ actually gave up about Mordecai. Her clean
And CJ did. But y'all forget the one important part about CJ. Every time she'd get mad, she was violent as fuck. Motherfucker turned into a fucking storm cloud. Are y'all not seeing why this was a bad idea? Both of them, in a sense, were a bad idea. Margaret went and chased her fucking dream. Like, Mordecai could not handle that. But Mordecai, to me, until he met the girl of his dreams while he was in art school. Like, he was kind of a mess, and he was happier for it. But we are so mad that he didn't stay for Rigby's graduation. Bugsy, didn't you whoop his ass after that? Dude, I whooped his ass so hard, I was like, come here, you damn Blue Jay. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, man. Stop acting like Rigby bettering himself wasn't a good idea. I know you're sorry, and I know you came back, but I'm not gonna just not beat you for this. He needed your support. That's why we showed up. He called us. We didn't even know the freaking graduation was happening, but he called us. Be a better friend. You're probably wondering what happened during the regular show movie. We actually kind of bitch slapped them both and be like, listen, Rigby didn't know what to do. Rigby, you shouldn't have done that. But we bitch slapped them both. Both their selves and the future selves. And we whooped them out for that. That's a whole different story that, y'all don't need to know.
With accusations of being heartbreaker and user in the end. Her lavish on-screen life, including newscaster gigs and fancy dates, didn't go unnoticed by the fans. It was clear that the production crew wanted to showcase her more on television, which is why they gave her different roles every time. In local news legend, she flaunted her success, which was nothing more than showing off. And just like...
Okay, let her show off. Like, at this point, she wasn't even with Mordecai, so what was the real, like, point of any of that? Exactly! So, like, if you're building up a case, it's not really swaying me and the boys, so you just, yeah, you're losing.
Viewership data showed that episodes featuring Margaret dropped 20% in rewatch rates by 2020.
Okay. But that could be for a whole different reason.
Which was alarming for the production.
Maybe because we were just tired of Margaret and Mordecai and having them dangle the stick of Mordecai and Margaret being a thing.
Mordecai deserves better. CJ over Margaret. So, no. Fanfiction and memes sealed her fate. In the end, even though Rigby and Eileen had a great ending like the others, Mordecai and Margaret just didn't work out. But Mordecai wasn't even depressed in the end. He also ended up finding the love of his life and finally pursuing his passion of becoming an artist. Even though the ending wasn't expected, it still shows us that not everything we desire can be attained, and that's just how life works. Despite Margaret becoming one of the most hated characters on regular...
We don't hate her. It's pretty understandable with everything she went through. Me, I don't hate her, and I don't hate the guy who made this, but I'm like, if you were trying to really, like, convince people, you kind of did a piss poor job. Margaret is literally Mary Jane Watson, a regular show. I'm reading the comments from this video. No, because, you know, Mordecai didn't get cucked by some dude named Paul. I'm just glad that fucking Paul just got kicked to the curb, man. I swear to God, if, like, they reverse that and, like, Venom leaves Mary Jane and quite literally she goes back to Paul, I'm just done with mainline Spider-Man now. Bugsy, don't. Nah, man, if they do that shit, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, Paul deserved that. He wasn't like, to an extent, Paul was being an asshole, and even Mary Jane figured out it didn't work. Which kind of makes me beg the question, did it ever work, and why didn't Mary Jane just go, Paul, fuck you. Going for genocide and shit? No. Like, do you see like a universe where we just like, where they're having a fight and then Mary Jane just calls us because Paul's being a dick? Oh yeah, and then we just like beat his ass. Like, Rance, you're grabbing him. I'm punching him in the gut. I'm like, liver shot. Freaking Bark is just giving him like the most hardcore of like face punches I've ever seen. It's not breaking any bones, but you could like feel the pain in his eyes. And like, man, you're just like kind of watching for posterity along with Megalo. I could see that. I could see us just beating his ass. It's like, you're recording this? I'm like, yeah, I'm recording this. Because I was recording everything before. You'd be like, I can see that. I can see myself recording that. And just saying, everybody, do not date Paul. Just do not. We would just be so fucking dickish to Paul. And Bug, let's be real. You'd probably end up with Mary Jane. At least you'd be more cool than Paul. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to come in between Spider-Man and Mary Jane. But I would question, why the fuck is she the new Venom? Didn't you get traumatized by Venom, Mary Jane? What about that one letter you made to that one letter thing you did? Oh, we checking out that one? All right. Give me a minute. Ooh. Beating the shit out of the Marvel Underworld really got my back. Tweaked it when I was fighting fucking Tombstone. Ugh, shit. That actually hurts. Dude, you whooped his ass and whooped half of Spider-Man's rogues gallery in our universe, so I don't fucking like it. I don't blame you. No, punching the shit out of Tombstone took a lot of work. I broke him, and now I'm a fucking sciatica fucking acting up, man. Shit. Hunch Bugsy of Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame, dude. Who is a monster and who is a man? Oh, there we are. Oh, yeah, I remember. It was a letter to Yozora. We all read Haganai, right? You'd still probably try to hook up there. Shut up. Dude, what? Nah, think about it. Because, like, Soldier Bugsy got with someone that was going to get arranged marriage. And he loved her before that. You'd probably get with her and probably show her a whole new world. You'd be like, forget about Kosei, get with this. Shut up, man. Well, no, his name was Kodaka. Kodaka because, be like, get with me. Shut up, y'all. Y'all can't do what I do. Oh, so the words coming out of your mouth wouldn't be, get with me. I'll show you what it's like. I'll show you how it feels to be top of the world. And everything else in between. Okay, you kind of got my... Okay, Bark, you got my cadence down. Hell yeah, dude. I see how you do, but like... I like... When I really think about it, man, when I really think about, like, shit in Haganai, I'm just like, dude, everybody read the manga, and you will thoroughly get disappointed. You'll like it for a bit, and then you'll just want to put it down. It's that fucking bad, folks. It's a good story, and then it just kind of peters out, because some mangakas just kind of, they kind of just fizzle. They fizzle without the sizzle. It's just horrible. See, but like, here's the thing. I feel like whether you are a man or a woman or non-binary, be clear about what you actually want in a partner. Don't just fucking say, oh, I can't do it because I'm this or that. Just try. You're gonna regret it if you don't. You might as well just say what you need to say. And I mean, what's the worst that can happen to you? They say no. You move on. You find someone that actually gets you and then goes, like Toru says, like Toru from Fruit Basket says, Coincidentally, the Kuro family is a little closer to the family in Fruit Basket because we're like distant cousins, but that's a whole different can of fish. And I may or may have not. Me and Maru may or may have not went all Dudley boys on Aikido and probably slandered through tables like we were the Dudley boys. Don't worry about that. That kind of happened. Bugsy, so that was real? Yes. They hate me and my bro for that. I was like, she was just being violent to everybody. We're supposed to take it because she's the head of the fucking family. I'm like, hell no, we just cousins, so So this whole thing you got going on, no, we ain't doing that. Doesn't Shakira end? Doesn't like the other dude gets? Doesn't like one of your cousins, the one that can transform a dog when she gets touched by? Yeah, he ends up with her, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about how part of that family tree kind of forks. We ain't talking about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. We'll never talk about that. That stays in the vault, okay? That stays in the goddamn vault. The Kuro vault. It's like Fort Knox in there. Wait, is there an actual Kuro vault? Yes, there is, okay? Just not so loud, okay? No motherfucker needs to know where it is, alright? I entrusted my hair into that knowledge, and to a certain extent, Seto. But I am never, ever, 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 ever. I am never, ever, 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 ever gonna tell that to another soul. But you know, it is what it is. But really, there's a Kuro vault. Yes! It's not the Royal Treasury? No. It's a different vault. But, hey, I think that's enough chatter from us today. Well, tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bright and early. Well, not bright and early. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.
You watching the Big Three Bucks Network?
Yeah. Okay.
You watching the Big Three Bucks Network?
Yeah.